Hello everyone, welcome to Gamer Friends. This is Reza and this is our daily sports where we talk about all kinds of sports here. If you see, I'm quite tired and angry and don't have the smile at all, or quite disappointed. It's because I watched Manchester United game last night. It was one of the most horrible games I watched from United, which I watched till the end, and so the game was a weird one, quite a weird one on Everton's side. Uh, so yeah, it's tough to talk about it, but Coleman went out, their captain, very early in the game. It seems, I don't know what was his injury, but maybe head problem. Everton started super good, very better than United, and till United had one attack at moment 13, and of course, uh, the weirdest thing happened that two of the Everton defenders started fighting each other, Keane and um, Gueye, something like this, and it became physical from Keane first, pushing him, but Gueye slapped him, and because it was a hit to the face, he got a red card from the referee, and he was out. So Everton was playing better, but then became 10 men game for them, 0-0, and still they managed to win. They deserved to win. That was the kind of game we were watching. And Hall scored, and it was a horrible game from United. All the hope, it was in the last international break that we are improving, we're becoming better, we have some chances, we can make something out of this season. Just gone, just gone. Lamans did a mistake on the goal we conceded before that. Euro before that, Fernandez, they couldn't stop one player, like three of them, and horrible defense there. The only decent player I would say was De Ligt. Um, every other person was just completely out of his depth to be wearing a United shirt, completely out. Every single Mazroy was horrible to watch. It was Shaw didn't do good enough. Euro horrible. Lamens didn't do anything. Dorgo was just one of the worst thing you could watch a player do. It's Ahmad, Mbomo, Xerxes, Fernandez, Casemiro. I don't know who plays for us. Mount, Dalot, Mainu, every single one of them. Horrible. They couldn't score against 10 men. 10 men for 80 minutes. They couldn't. They just couldn't. They were just crossing some games, and we have some little dwarves there. Yeah, from Lord of the Rings, I mean. And what the hell, just like, was that? Like, for God's sake, they're too short to do a header, and they can't cut through a defense if they just stay intact, and it, they're horrible. And Bruno Fernandes is one of the worst players in United. A lot of media wanting to show him to be a good player. In the most critical moment, he tried to pass a fantasy pass which never received, and then blame everyone. Like I would get rid of him today. Like, gone, go. Don't want to see your face. I don't care if he's the best player. I don't know, Ballon d'Or in Real Madrid or anything. Just leave. And yeah. Casemiro too. Yeah, like, mate, you're too old. Just leave. It's just embarrassing. It's Dorgo, Masraoui. I would get get rid of all of them. I don't know. They're not good enough for this team. Like, at least not now. Of course, maybe they can improve and they can change a bit, but the game they're playing, that's why we should be at 15 or something. That makes sense, you know? I don't know why the camera seems always. And we are at 10. We deserve to be at 15. It's the type of team we watched. Like, that was a relegation zone kind of game. Not because we lost. We lost to 10 men at Old Trafford. Against Everton. Against a team that is not in their best form either. Then they're not in their best form, Everton. Against, like, you can't be Champions League nominees with this. And without any attack, I think the whole game there were about one big chance for United. That's pretty, or two. One shoot from Bruno and one from Mount. That's pretty much it. And Bruno is just like, he's not taking it seriously, because in the most important moment he plays like. Nonetheless, let's move on. It was horrible to watch. Very bad experience. Hope you're not a United fan to experience such thing. Espanyol against Sevilla. Espanyol won and Sevilla lost. Sassuolo against Pisa 2-2. Matic scored for Sassuolo. Maybe interesting for you. Como won 5-1 against Torino. Paz also scored. So Como is doing pretty good in Serie A. 49ers defeated Panthers. Panthers could go to the first place ahead of Buccaneers. They lost that chance there. They have the same wins, if I'm not wrong. But 49ers also at the third place in their division, but it just kept them in. So both teams stayed not in the playoff zone, but at least stayed in, even with a loss. For Panthers, let's talk about the games to watch today in NBA. Not in NBA, sorry, in football, and then go to NBA. Chelsea against Barca, amazing game. Barca in a good form, Chelsea in a good form. We are all against Dortmund. Dortmund in a bad form. We are all in a very good form. In third in La Liga, after Real and Barca, it means you're good. Marseille against Newcastle. Newcastle also in a good form, having a win against City. Marseille, amazing form, though they're second to Paris Saint-Germain, but it's Paris Saint-Germain, so Marseille is doing pretty good with Greenwood, with all the other players. City against Leverkusen. Leverkusen also not doing very bad this season. Getting rid of Ten Hag really worked out well for them. And City had a loss, so they come for showing their superiority. So yeah, it would be amazing. And Leverkusen, of course, probably gonna get smashed. In NBA, I'll just say a few games. Heat defeated Mavericks, brilliant, very hardly, 106-102. Knicks defeated Nets, who didn't. Nuggets defeated Grizzlies, predictable. Portland defeated Bucks. Portland won. Wow, celebrate, make a parade. Pelicans defeated Bulls. Didn't see that coming. Bulls, of course, are not doing that well. At the start of the season, they were better. Rockets defeated Suns. Both teams are pretty good. But it was a big difference, 92 points only for Suns to 114. So Warriors defeated Jazz, yeah, normal. Kings and Timberwolves in the overtime, and they're playing their game. Raptors defeated Cavaliers, Pistons won against Pacers, predictable. Pistons with 13 win in a row, Raptors 8. Hit 5 in the NBA, at least. And Wizards 14 losses in a row. Hornets 6, Bucks 5 are the best form and worst form in Eastern Conference. Thunder had 9 wins in a row. 17-1 is the result. 17 win, 1 loss. 4 for Lakers. Pretty good. 3 losses for Warriors, but they won this game, no? Oh, it's without this game. All right, it's without this game, but they won Warriors, so never mind this. Yeah, they should put the result here. But Bucks and Hornets, I said that not doing amazing. Here, Jazz is not doing amazing. 4 losses in a row. So that's about it. There are much better things to say, but the game really put me out. And yeah, Manchester United, I don't see them really doing anything. I don't know where the problem is. Maybe the manager is the problem, but Ten Hag wasn't the solution either. And not Mourinho, not Ole, not like after Ferguson. I don't think any manager was good enough to compete here, and the players are horrible. Thanks a lot for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, push a like button, comment, and hopefully I see you tomorrow here. Have a good day.